Welcome to So Special here with the Spiritual Bee. Hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, so Source chose you for a message. What the message is, I don't know. I don't have any extra clairvoyant messages to bring to you right off. So, we're going to go ahead and begin. But before we start, please remember to support the channel. It's free to give some thumbs up. Also, if you haven't joined or subscribed to the channel, please do so now. It doesn't cost a thing. Remember to check your notification bell. Also, be sure to check your device on your settings to see if your notification has been chosen for YouTube. So anytime I upload, you will be notified immediately. Okay, so yeah, your views are granting you 4 different decks. Okay, and if that Crown and Glory, Sun, Moon, Rising are on the cusp, you're also the first sign or zodiac to get the energies from my new oracle deck. Okay, this is the Abiola Abrams African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So you'll be getting a message from them, and rightly so, because you have the Egyptian deck, and I think the last time I did post, you all were chosen for the Egyptian deck. And for me, when we're dealing with the Egyptian deck, we're dealing with a lot of ancestral energy. Okay, so whatever it is, whether you are aware of it or not, whether you just living a mission and you're not aware of it, or you're doing some type of work, or whatever events or energies that you are encountering during this moment in time. This is a MIT, a MIT moment in time reading. It never expires. Whenever you get it, it's for you. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, that's fine. If it fits, knit. If it doesn't fit, I'll quit, right? But I do feel that it's coming from times past. Okay, old time past, or ancient time past. Okay, so some people give their existence the term of ancient, and they're really not ancient. Unless you've lived millennials, then you're not an ancient culture. Okay, you may be a very old culture, but not necessarily an ancient culture. Okay, so we're going to begin with a spiritual vibe oracle message, and let's see what the source wants to bring to you. Maybe you have a question already in your mind right now. This is going to bring the answer. Okay, whatever's on your mind, this is what's coming to me now. Whatever's on your mind, this is going to be the answer to that. Okay, whatever's you're concerned with, it doesn't have to be bad to have a concern. You may be concerned with where you're going in life, how you want to transition in terms of your career, or maybe about a relationship. I don't know, maybe you feel your ancestors pecking you, for something. I don't know. But here is the answer. Consensus. Okay, consensus. That's been a big word or a big issue here at the station for some time. And this consensus is based on whatever it is that you do, whatever decision that you make, whatever it is that you're doing or you're putting out there. The consensus is a group who it will affect. Okay, whether you're saying something, doing something, maybe you're inventing something, maybe you're being innovative, I don't know, whatever it is, but whatever you're doing or saying, somehow it affects a group. Okay, I don't know if it's a work group, a family, I don't know if it's your neighborhood, I don't know if it's people in your industry, but whatever you do or say, it has some type of effect on them. You may be aware of this, or you may not. Again, this could be a life path, a career, a purpose, a mission, I don't know, a calling involved in this, okay? You may be already involved in being an agent into something that's connected to your ancestral roots. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Okay, we're going to get us a sight word and see how all of this fits in as we go along, okay? So I want to thank all of you who did view the last post. I hope you got a lot out of it. You know, you have to understand too, a lot of time things are prophetic, so they don't happen right away. Oh, we have children once. Children once. We did talk about family, right? The consensus. Children, what's the underlining? Might, almost. Might, almost. So this is something that's in question that you might do again. What you're questioning could be definitely have some effect on, you know, of course, the family or the group. You see what I'm saying? Because something almost happened. Or you might make a decision or do something because you're almost there or at the end, or you almost got it the last time. I don't know. Only you do if it's pertaining to you. So let's go ahead and delve into these energies. Let's see what message Source has for you for this MIT moment in time. Crown and glory, feminines and masculine, sun, moon, rising, and on the cusp. Children once. Okay. Maybe children once did this long time ago. Maybe you fact finding, okay? And you know, it could be a game. I know a long time ago I was doing some reading. I read a book. It was a book that talked about the European culture and the games that they played back in the day. It was interesting, you know. I learned a lot about children. You know, children used to have to work like grown people until they put those laws into effect about child labor, you know, child labor laws and how that still came into effect, okay? I don't know why I'm picking that. It's just coming out of me, so it could be have some relation to what's going on with these energies. I don't know. But definitely children are affected. Or once were affected by this. A consensus. There is a consensus, a group of people that will... It got a lot to do with how they're going to respond to something that you say or do, okay? Are we there? There we go. And I hope I have these upright. Let me double check. I do. You have the Death card in reverse, okay? The Death card in reverse here. You have the Ace of Scepters. I'm sorry, of Wands. I said Ace of Scepters, Ace of Scepters, okay? We have the 10 of Scepters, okay? 10 of Scepters. You have the 4 Scepters. Oh my goodness. Well, you're definitely in your element, okay? And then you have the Jack of Scepters, okay? You are very comfortable in this energy, okay? It's what you do. The conflict, challenge, contention, whatever you contrived about, all the C's, and the supportive, blessed breakthrough energy we'll get through in a moment. But we see, oh yes, there's some lessons to learn here, okay? I don't know if some of you are actually going into a university or college, going into some type of study. Some of you, these studies may be organizationally based. And what I'm meaning is like the occult sciences, okay? Maybe you join a Freemason, you know, some type of society. I'm also getting skulls. I don't know why. I never think about the skulls. Skulls. Or maybe that's a symbol. A symbol. But it's definitely courses of study, a syllabus of some sort. Okay, you may even be, I'm getting ready to say homeschool, home study. You may even be doing this at home and have established you a study log of all the things that you want to study and that you are really putting real effort and time into because it's something you want to do. You want to, the word was coming out was master. Yeah. I said some of you, is this an occult science? This is occult, okay? It's definitely an occult science. Some of you is definitely about using magic. Hopefully you're using it for the right thing. You're not trying to force anybody's will, okay? And it's based on something exciting, okay? It could also be your roots chakra, I'm getting, okay? It may be coming out of your roots chakra, which is the creative energy, okay? The base of everything, okay? That sexual energy, something that um, ignites you to get going, okay? To get something done, okay? Something about the microphone. So you may be recording this, you may be recording your words, perfecting your words, your speech, because that's important in this line of work, in this particular science, okay? Some of you, this is an approval to come through, to come over. This could be for a job or for someone else, okay? Come on through. This is an opening, okay? Come on over anytime, I don't go to bed till 10 o'clock type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But this could also be a studio, I'm also seeing a studio where you go and you do recordings, musical recordings. I'm sure it's other kinds of recording studios, like we said, something where you do speech, you may go to a studio to do voiceovers. I hope you all can hear me because suddenly my my earbud is tripping. It just talked to me, saying, they couldn't find my connection or something. I don't know. So hopefully you can still hear me. Okay. Alrighty. And let's keep it bumping. Okay. So yeah, so there's definitely an opening here. Because some of you, this is the okay. Okay. You got the okay, the approval, or you're approving someone or something to this opening. I don't know if this is a job opening or if this is somebody's house or if it's a school. Again, it could be an organization, some type of society, because like I said, some of you are studying the occult sciences. You may be studying different types of ancient religions. You want to know where all of this stuff came, these oracles and different things of that nature. I don't know. Get another card. It's like you traveling one place and leaving one place for another. Okay? Because I'm getting stationed. Okay? I don't know if you stationed somewhere. Like your job stationed you at a certain branch or department. Or, because you definitely left some other place. This is kind of like you travel somewhere, you had to get, for some of you, you may have, I feel like okay. I feel like some of you traveled somewhere or will be traveling somewhere. It's like a migration. I don't want to say relocation, because to me, when you relocate, it's like you going back to a place that you already left, right? So you could be migrating or moving to another place and you see this opening. Okay, for some of you, this is the work beforehand. You had already put into this, looked into this, okay? And you've been given the okay to come through. I don't know if this is for an interview or an actual station to station. You do moving. Like this is where you would be stationed, okay? I don't know if the company is housing you or not. Some of you, this is like joining this brotherhood or this sisterhood or this community. For some of you, they use this knowledge, this spiritual knowledge too, as sort of the basis of controlling the nation, the community, the population. So be careful with that. Because I definitely see someone here that sees themselves or may have been appointed as the intercessor between God and man. Okay. Now I'm also hearing that you will back out or backed out of something else. You backed out, somebody leaving, you backed out of something else. You reneged on something else. Because I kind of feel like you were leaving anyway. I don't know where this is coming from. You definitely got the invitation because you definitely are leaving. This does whatever it is, it doesn't serve you. It's you've outgrown it, you know, your heart's not in it anymore. So you're accepting something else. Happily so. Okay. I see a move here. Some of you, this is definitely a move from one home to another. Again, some of you may be moving to go to school. I don't know if this is something where you once, when you was a child, you once studied something when you was a child. But I see that you'll be in your own space, your own, you know, you'll have your own, the ability to just to mind your own business, to mow your own lawn, to do your own planting and growing. You have space and room to do that. You have, I see you have responsibilities here, but you know, you're at a good space and place. I don't know if you left because you were being bothered or not. I don't see this in these cards, but I do see that you are in your own lane. You know, like I said, you minding your own business, mowing your own lawn. Some of you, this is an indication that that's what you will be doing. You know, you will be gardening, mowing the lawns for some reason. I don't know where you at because it's only February where I'm at. It's still raining and kind of cold. Well, I don't know because the southern states are kind of have humidity during this time. But metaphorically speaking, you are mowing your own lawn. You minding your own business. You have space to do that. You're un you're unhindered. Okay. For some of you, this could be seen as a breakthrough. What you're about to experience is a breakthrough, this move, this ability to build. I don't know if you really want to build a brick and mortar or just you may be building something online. So you have a lot of work here. Ooh, I don't know what's going on, Crown and Glory. I guess I got to clean up my device. Okay, because it just stopped while I was talking, okay? Hopefully it won't stop anymore, but what I was leaving, where I left off at was saying that, you know, this upheaval, whatever it is, all this stuff that you got to do, it's a joyous one because you're getting what you want, you know, a better place with the space to, you know, occupy with the things that you want to get done. You know, you got the freedom and the space to focus on your own backyard. Okay. And I see that you are definitely focused on your aims and where you're trying to go in life, where you want to exert your energy. You have something specific in this message that you are totally focused on. You may have other things that you want to do, but there is something specific that you focused on. And it could very well be from these courses that you're taking, because you got to study all of this to do that one thing that you really want to do. You see what I'm saying? You may be led to do this. Maybe events are happening in your life that's, like I said, the Great Mother is leading you on 8 days, 8 weeks, the 8th month. I don't know, because it's part of an ancestral agreement. It's got to come through you. I really believe you have ties to the ancient past. Okay. Okay, Crown and Glory. Hopefully, I have figured out the issue. Okay, so let's get it going. So yeah, you're totally focused on a specific aim. Okay, or where you're trying to go. Now, this could be the energy that you're in now prior to this move. Okay, you have some aims and goals. You know where you want to go. You know where you want to be. Okay, and this open door, this breakthrough happens. For some of you, I feel like it could definitely be a breakthrough. Okay, or a busting through, like you busting into an industry, you coming into an industry, it's new. Okay, but that's not to say that this hasn't been weighing on your heart for some time. Okay, like I said, this is ancient energy. Okay, it's kind of a force. Like I said, I keep getting an agreement. You don't remember it, but it happened. Okay. Something about the star. Okay, something about the star. Again, occult studies keeps coming out this major in this situation. Occult studies. Some of you may be studying in order to perform these some type of occult, like being a magician. Actually practicing magic. With no magic shows and whatnot. They need to bring those back, because I don't think they do that anymore. They used to be big when I was coming up as a little girl. The magic shows with what was his name? David. I think his name was David. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, again, something about stars, the alignment of the stars. Okay, which we know that with these cards, it deals with an alignment that you have from long ago. Okay, it's about telling the story here. Okay, you may even be a star employee or be a star brand. Okay, you may be starring your books, with the asterisk stars. There's something about these stars. This star that's important. It may be a specific star or stars that you look to. It could be, like celebrity stars or the actual stars in the sky, astrological stars, okay? Something about your journeys are here as well that's coming out of this Jack of Scepters energy. Something about your journey. Okay, because some of you are just really targeting where you want to go. Kind of like, have you seen that in the movies before, when somebody's ready to move on and they start throwing darts at a map, and they say wherever it lands at a certain place, that's where they're going. Kind of like Coming to America, okay? And they ended up in Queens, right? What's your conflict? It's the Six of Pentacles, okay? So, you wonder if you're going to get a fair shake. It's the conflict here. If you're getting your money's worth, if it's the value that they say it is, okay? It's a conflict with that. It's definitely about a payment for some of you, okay? Because you can't get if you don't put in, right? I don't know if you got to pay for the course, pay for the property that you're moving in. Maybe somebody owes you, but it's a conflict right now in this moment in time. Or whether or not you want to pay. You weighing that. That's being weighed here. Maybe about paying for this trip here as well. Something about using your senses. Something about using your senses now. I don't know if it's your clairvoyant senses or your common senses. Something about using your senses here. For some of you, I don't know if you, the conflict is you don't know if you, I don't know if you're getting the fair value of your work. Because I feel like for somebody here, you're actually living with someone and that's part of your job, staying with them. And you kind of weighing if it's the same value, you know, because you under somebody's roof, they running things, and then you working for them, and then you may still be paying for something. I don't know. For some of you, I don't know if this has anything to do with child support, but I don't see anything here about, you know, anything legal here. But it's definitely got something to do with the pay. Making up your mind is really got a lot to do with this Six of Pence conflict. Fair work for fair wage, right? Or the cost of this tuition or these courses. Maybe these courses may even be books, you know. A lot of books. Okay, but the Seven of Chalices is going to be your saving grace here, your supportive energy, you know, or, you know, the blessing here, because there are other options. Okay, you're not stuck to just one thing. You have options. You have a choice. Choices to pick from. There's other classes, courses, schools, menus. You know what I'm saying? There's other places you can stay, because the conflict is you getting, you know, your money's worth. You know, a studio for $1,300 a month living in North Carolina may not seem fair to you, right? But you might spend $1,300, you know, in a studio apartment in California, but there's so many damn opportunities there, you see it being worth the money. That's a mental thing. You're trying to use your common sense, your senses. I believe it's both of them, your senses, your common sense, okay, and your clairvoyant senses, your intuitive senses, okay, because you got to use your senses, you know what I'm saying, okay, you're putting out your senses, so you want to make sure you're getting, you know, your money's worth, the value of something here. This Seven of Cups can also represent somebody, maybe you'll meet this person there in your life who has options, who can give you options, you know, that can appeal to your emotions about the different things that you can do, which to me is like a guide, okay? And now you know exactly how you want to go about things, what you want to target, how to target, okay? This could also come out of these school courses, okay? The direction that you're going in. Okay, but I see that you're excited, you know, you approve, you know, you're trying to get this approval. It is the core energy. Okay, again, something about mics. This could be about studio time. And I keep feeling like some of you may be in a studio. I really do. A studio, okay? So we're going to go ahead and sum this up with one of the Abiola Abrams African Goddess Rising Oracle cards for you. We're going to sum it up with that and see who is speaking to you, which just to me just went right with the choice of cards, the Egyptian tarot that Source chose for you this time. Because see, you got this attitude where you need time and space to focus on you. You know, you really are into staying in your own lane. You don't mind nobody business but your own. Okay? And that's what you're going to be doing with this move. Because this is a total move. Again, I don't know if you're with somebody. I don't know if this consensus is the group that has to approve whether or not you can live there, work there, stay there. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. It's definitely a move. And this is something that you want to do. You ready for a change, okay? But are you getting your money's worth? Are you getting your fair value? And let's see who's talking to you. Urzuli Dantor, the etheric chords goddess. Didn't I tell you this was ancestral? Etheric chords, the stars, etheric. Urzuli Dantor, goddess queen. We're going to find out a little bit about her. This may be the first time you ever heard of this goddess, which makes my channel so much different because, you know, I'm big on education and knowledge. So this is somebody being introduced to you that you never heard of before. Okay? You can study her on your own time. Urzuli Dantor, the etheric chords. She's the goddess of etheric chords from Haiti, the temple of lovers, and the element is yours, fire. I told you all of you comfortable. You know, even if it's a little, you know, tense here, you're comfortable because you're in your ruling element, fire. And it says, Urzuli Dantor fought elbow to elbow with her people during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children. And y'all know this is no fabrication. Okay? Children once, it's just not falling out. There's something about kids here that's important. Okay? She represents the healing of the dark mother. Okay? That's who's leading you out of here. Okay? It's time to go on a journey. You phasing out. It's time for something else. Okay, so I want to read this again. Goddess of etheric chords, Haiti, the temple of lovers, element is fire. Urzuli Dantor fought elbow to elbow with her people during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children. She represents the healing of the dark mother. Okay? Urzuli Dantor's guidance. If it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. And that's what we're talking about here with that Six of Pentacles. Your value, your worth. Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Your time, your strength, your whatever. Okay? If it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. That's her guidance to you. So the embodiment is the energy cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. Okay, I did say something about children, child support here or something, but there's a strong attachment. Okay, father to the mother, mother to the father, okay? You must be willing to let go. Then we say you're walking away, probably going to get your own crib, you know what I'm saying? Close your eyes. See divine swords of God and goddesses, loving light, separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you shower to cleanse physical grime, there is also grime in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. And this may be basically what you're doing here in this reverse death card. Spiritual maintenance. Cleaning out your own conscience, your own baggage. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all that junk in your mind and your heart. You know, letting the past be past, because now you're excited about a new past. Okay, you're doing new things with your mind, your spirit. So we talked about these occult sciences. This is really spiritual stuff. Spiritual stuff is far more intense, serious, and in some aspects dangerous than religion. Okay, because when it comes to spiritual stuff, it's real. You are held accountable to your conscience. Okay, and that's here in this Pluto energy. This is all about transformation. Okay, love it, love it, love it. Just as you shower to cleanse your physical grime, there is also grime in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. Goddess declaration: I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. So you got to do this for you. Whatever this is about moving on, you got to do this for you. You know, sometimes people forget your worth. You know, I don't know if something's gotten old, they've gotten used to you, or maybe you've outgrown something. You know what I'm saying? In this Eight of Cups, it's time to move on. They just talked about a relationship. You got children here. So I know some of you are definitely, in a relationship or still connected to a relationship. Like I said, you're done with it, but the cords are so tight. I think the souls are probably still very comfortable with that energy, or with that being. Okay, Erzurli Dantor. You can do more research on your own when it comes to that, Goddess Queen. And let's get you a spiritual by written word and close it out. Hope you enjoyed your reading. Whether you did or not, I need you to support this channel because you did stop by, and go ahead and give it some thumbs up, and please subscribe. Also, if you would like to sow a love donation, please check the description box and go to the very bottom and obtain the information. It's very simple, and thank you in advance. All right, so let's get it bumping. Okay, that looks like a fallout card source. You getting two. Crown and Glory, you getting two. Okay, getting two tonight. Okay, so learn the difference between feelings and love. Feelings can change the moment you don't get your way, but love changes when they give you a reason to. It's usually because of some action. And those are the words of me, Spirit, the vibe. Okay, the fallout card says, we think too much and feel too little. More than machine, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. And those are the words of the great Charlie Chapman. And with me being said, with hearing this, sometimes we got to learn how to be compassionate and loving and all kind to ourselves. And maybe this move, this shift, okay, is definitely going to grant you that. You can be more in your humanness. Okay. And I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, Crown and Glory, once again for checking out So Special. Just remember, you are so special. I don't know when the next one is coming, but I'm sure one will come in the near future. Okay, but until then, enjoy your 2023 as best as you can. Get your strength up. You're going to need it because you got a lot of things stacking. Okay? And until the next one, take care of yourself. Peace.